I'm the Runs, and I'm playing Aberdeen, a Hearth Elf.
This is Sandman. I'm playing
Crashaholic,
Cannibal, a
thanks
Hearth
for the
Elf.
follow. Boggy Sandman, Cosmic Recall, thanks for the follows,
I'm
guys.
Lynx. I'm playing
Appreciate it.
T. I got Elf.
I'm Vay. I'm Zovia in chat. I'm playing just a Carve. It's a cleric type of necromancy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The Black Queen.
Oh.
Your Black Queen.
And all of these people here are your minions, Faye?
One way or another, they are.
I love it.
Did you pass out the ball gags yet? Because I didn't get one.
Oh my god.
I'm Lynx. I'm playing.
Alright, so I think we are about ready to go. Now, as you can see, this is the beautiful map of Raceland. This is huge. This has every one of these places or, areas on the map. Every one of these, encircled areas has lore written about it. Basically has a book written about it. The amount of lore in this game is really good. That's what I like about. That's what really turns me on to a game. Is the amount of
Got
lore.
everything covered,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, pretty much. And that's what I like about it. Gristle Bristle, thanks for the follow. Alright, you guys are going to be starting here. Well, the story is, this is for the tutorial that we're going to be playing on for you guys to, get used to all of these mechanics. Well, not all of these mechanics, but the few mechanics in the game. You guys are going to be starting here. Alright, right around the Frostwater Lake. Now, everyone has been traveling for a while. There's a small village that's on the shore of the Frostwater Lake. We'll say that the village is right here. Alright? Now, there's no name to this village. It's just a small village. But your main goal is to travel hundreds of miles more to get to the town of Aslov, which is where we'll be starting next week. And it's down here.
You did not say Aslov.
I said Aslov. Aslov.
Okay.
It's sort of Russian, Vay. I'd like to hear you say that in Russian. Aslov.
Aslov.
Okay, there you go. It's Aslov. So that's where you guys are headed to. But everybody kind of congregated in this village. It has several really, really inexpensive bed and breakfast, sort of like a place, public staying houses where you can stay. So during the night, word had got back that a band of Vendahls, which are basically cannibal marauders that are devoted to Ursurix, the bear god, and I won't make you do any kind of check, Vay. So all of you can basically be in the small town tavern, because this is like the big talk. It's getting late. It's probably, I would say, probably 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. The sun's down, and a devotee of a certain deity named Kenaz, which you would also know of. I mean, seeing that, even though you do celebrate and practice the magic of necromancy, you still know the other gods. You would still know. So you know that these Vendahls are basically cannibal marauders, and they worship Ursurix, and this is the bear god. And there is a cave nearby that has a hot water spring, which is where this small village gets a lot of its clean water, because the Frostwater Lake and the White Lake, the water's okay, but not like this spring. There's all kinds of ancient tales that this type of water has a lot of nutrients and it's a lot more healthier for you. Ya. So now basically these cannibal marauders, they're called the Vendahls, Vendahls. They've moved in And they've taken, and inside this cavern, there is a shrine that is dedicated to and a resident cleric of this village lives in there, cleric of Canaz. And she watched over the spring. Well, one of her acolytes escaped back to the small village, and there are several other acolytes that are possibly in this or could be killed by now, and she actually escaped. And there are, she was saying that as the Vendahls moved in, they also brought several other prisoners with them. And they took the cleric hostage. And her name is Inreda. And she is a cleric of Canaz, and she was the one who watched over the spring. Well, she's been taken hostage, several others of her acolytes, and this one escaped. So the town is up in... I mean, they're worried. They don't know if these marauding cannibals are going to come to the small village and try to kill and eat them, or not. So that they're a peaceful village. They're a very small village. They basically farm what they can during the warm times of the year, and then they're basically just trying to survive the rest of the year. It is rather cold. You all are dressed for cold weather. And there, several of the townsfolk, the village folks, are wondering if you would be interested in, first off, getting back their cleric, Inreda. They don't want to be cursed from the god. They don't want to be cursed, and plus they would like to make sure that they would be safe and be rid of these, marauding cannibals, these horrible Vendahls that have recently moved in.
Cool. Kill the cannibals, rescue Inreda.
Now, did she come into the tavern where we're at?
Not the cleric, not Inreda. No, she is captive, but one of her acolytes, she actually escaped, and said that they were probably going to kill everyone, and she's all, she's all cut up, she's beat up, limping. A couple of her fingers are broken. So yeah, they basically were torturing her, but she managed to escape.
What's her name again? The one that escaped?
Inreda is the cleric that actually resides in the warm spring cave. Or do you want
the one that escaped?
No, Inreda is the one that is captive. I did not give you a name. Yeah, I did not give you a name to the acolyte.
Okay.
The name of the acolyte that escaped, we can call her Shaniqua.
Nice.
We'll call her Shaniqua.
How do you spell that, Dave? No, I'm just kidding.
And get at least I got a smile out of you guys within the first 5 minutes. God damn, Lynx, you got a bunch of books. I see 5e up there. I see some 3.5. Is that Pathfinder up there too?
No.
It'd be funny if it's one of those photography backdrops. Books.
He's on a green
I
screen.
wish they were D&D books, but no, it's mostly non-fiction. Actually.
Yeah. Nice books.
And Shaniqua is in the tavern with us, correct?
She
came
is.
Into
Yeah.
the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is. Looks like a couple of the other village residents. They've wrapped her up with a blanket. She came in basically half naked too. I mean, she was all her clothes were all her robes were all ripped to hell. I mean, you can see a lot of her body. I mean, they basically took advantage of her. I mean, you can just tell she's all roughed up, beat up, couple broken fingers, and a couple of the other residents of the small village they basically wrapped her up and given her some hot broth, and it looks like they're going to probably take her to one of their homes and kind of start caring for her.
Okay.
Well,
So
we
she
don't-
came into the tavern and started thinking about the story, right?
Oh yeah, she was hysterical. I mean, it was just like a bloody scream. It was getting louder and louder and louder, and then all of a sudden the door slams open, and here she is, just screaming nonstop. And then she settled down, and that's when she started telling the story of these barbarians moving in, and the Vendahls are here, and they're gonna eat us, and she was just basically hysteria had kicked in.
I'm going to walk up to her.
Somebody had to slap
My name
her.
is Tramadol, and I would like to offer you my services.
They're gonna eat everybody. We're all gonna die. Oh,
Is there someone here who might know a way to get to this cavern?
oh. Yeah, several of the other villagers say they've actually there's several alchemists in this village, and several of the alchemists says, Oi! I know where the cave is. I'll take you there myself. Oi!
Is there any other person in this tavern that is brave enough to follow me?
Love it, Tramadol.
Alright, well, I step up and talk to the Shaniqua.
Out of character, I gotta play it this way because my major is I'm heroic, so I can't turn down a.
No, I like it. Oh, by the
Yeah,
way, everybody
that's
has 3 bennies too. So, you guys have 3 bennies apiece, and I'll get those out for you guys.
Alright, so I'll stand up to what Tramadol says, and I'll say, "Get eaten by cannibals? I'm in." My character's way overconfident.
Alright, I woke up and say, this is silly talk of cannibals. You're just telling us that, so we'll go rescue them.
Oh, she's beat up pretty bad, but I don't think she would be, trying to deceive you.
Oh, you come into the tavern telling us that cannibals will soon come and eat us.
Oh, yes, the Vendahls, they're vicious, they're predators, they're animals, they're beasts. Oh, they dress like bears, and they have claws as sharp as bears and fangs as big as a bear. They're vicious, they're horrible. Oh, I've seen it firsthand.
It's cannibals, huh?
Nobody has
Well-
this lucky feat, do they? That gives you more than 3 bennies.
No. No.
No, no.
No.
Tramadol,
Cannibalism. Sorry?
I also stand up and I offer my services to the young lady.
So she's whisked out, and several of the other villagers, they come in with torches and pitchforks, and they're wanting to do what they can as well. And a couple of the other older fuddy-duddies there are like, "Oi! Sit down! You're not gonna do anything but get ate by those things. Let someone who can handle it really take care of the job."
Who says this?
Basically the keeper of the tavern, small tavern, he's got a patch over his eye.
I lean over to Lynx and I go, "Huh, look how fat he is. He's gonna be a big meal for him."
Let me roll a notice check, see if I heard you say that by chance. Which I did. I rolled a 5. All DCs in this game are a 4. So he says, "Oi, boy! I would watch your tongue, you pretty little elf. Oi!"
Oi!
Maybe you're too stinky. They wouldn't want to eat you.
Well, are you gonna help him, or are you not? I'll give you a tab for a couple days if you take care of those buggers. As long as they don't come into me town and tear everything up and kill me family, we'll be good. Oi!" Fucking
Alright, well, I
oi.
talked to the guy and let them know that I tell him to calm himself, that I'm a Justicar, and I will go and take care of these cannibals, because it is a sin, and we will stop them. I will assist these other adventurers and help them.
I will take care of them. There's no doubt about it. I got these fellow travelers with me. I'm sure that they seem like loyal and stalwart fellows.
There's
Oi!
nothing out there I can't beat.
Grab your holy symbol, pal! Oi!
Yes, we cannot let this go. This is just not. Yeah, this is not going to happen. We must find Adreta.
Alright, then this isn't the spring cave, right?
Yes, one of the villagers, one of the old scholarly individuals, kind of slinks over to the table and asks you if you all have a map, if anybody has a map of the region, and he slaps down a map, basically of all of the Frostwater Lake region, and he sticks a dagger in the point to where you're at, which is around right here on the Frostwater Lake. This cavern is just several miles north, and this first outcropping of mountains that's starting to go up into the Frost Hills. So you'll be able to find it rather easily. He draws a map. Well, he draws on the gives you the way there. Tells you that there's several other key locations that you're going to need to look for, like a stone, and there's several other religious symbols too that you can follow that's going to lead you to the cave. Because once in a while, in Inreda, she did have ceremonies for the village there within the Frost Hills at this cave. So, and they call this the mouth of the Frothing Bear.
Oh, nice.
And the reason why they call it the mouth of the Frothing Bear is because of, and then this old codger, he goes, deep within the cave system, there's a thermal spring, and it is a site sacred to Kinez, the god of fire. And then he says, the hot waters well up through a crack in the earth, then flow through the cave and all of its caverns within, causing and tumbling down from the darkness into the open, and the steam from this water makes the mouth of the cave smoke and froth. So that's why we call it the cave of the Frothing Bear, the mouth of the Frothing Bear. And then he goes into telling you over time that, our ancestry, our fathers and our fathers before them, we have managed to really distinctly carve the cave to look like a bear, and now these bastards, these Vendahls, are claiming it as theirs just because they probably worship this false deity, this bear god that they worship. It is not theirs. We need to have this back. Oi!
I'm not concerned about your things. I'm there to take care of the cannibals.
And he also tells you that he'll try to put together some type of reward for the courageousness of these four fine individuals that are going to help their small village, their small fishing village, and basically their small farming and fishing village.
I'll look at the other three. Are you all ready now?
Oi!
What time is it, by the way? Morning, maybe?
It's night. No, it's night. You could
eh?
travel. You could travel anytime. You have the directions to the cave, to the mouth of the Frothing Bear. You have the directions. The old wise men of the village. One of them has actually given you the location.
Let's not wait around. I'm ready.
Right, we'll get everything in order really first thing in the morning.
All right. So you guys want to do anything else in the village? There's really nothing. There's really nothing. I mean, there's no smithy. There's really nothing. It's just a small town, and on the middle of the long road, and just has a few public living houses, and has like just a small tavern / inn / restaurant. Well, dining area.
No,
So.
I'm fine. Just
Ooh, I have 5
maybe
bennies,
sit around
4
and-
bennies tonight.
and talk with the others and kind of introduce ourselves and
I have 4 bennies. All right. Ooh, and I have 4 bennies tonight. Everybody gets 3, and then I get 4.
I've been ready to go since I seen that beaten up lady run in the tavern.
She was half naked, man. She was all, she was
noticing.
tore up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
She was all tore up.
noticing.
What do you guys think? What are you guys going to do? Anything else for the rest of the night, or are you guys just going to wanting to? Are you wanting to just kind of fast forward it to tomorrow morning, the next morning?
I think the others want to maybe RP a little.
That would be
I
great.
personally am going to walk off to my room. I assume I have a room. If not, I'm getting one for the night.
Sure, everybody has one.
Yeah, the barkeep
Right, so-
said he has one for each, right?
Yeah,
just
it's,
say be ready in the
you're
morning.
all
Yeah,
basically staying in the same room because it is a public room, but it is just you 4 that's staying in this room.
and Lynx and Aberdeen are both elves, correct? They are.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's an elf, but the majestic, the crazy caster that just walked off. And magic
Yep.
is really not a magic is not a well. How should I say? It's not a welcomed thing in Hellfrost. Magic isn't. Oi!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head up to the room, but I turn to the other 2 guys and I go, "If you get in any trouble, come and get me."
I think magic is at welcome.
You guys
Wait till they see
introducing
what we're
yourselves or what down there?
Yes,
What are you guys doing?
I was gonna, tell them. My name is Tramadol. It's nice to meet you.
I like
come
this.
From the
Fuzzy, thank you for the
forest
follow.
just to
Fuzzy.
the southeast of here, or southwest. I'm sorry.
You guys all kind of know that you're all in town for the night because you ran into each other up top in the public room, when you were putting a lot of your things up. And you all know that you're all headed to Aslov because there was a call for adventurers to Aslov. So that's why you guys are pretty much here. Sort of like a pit stop, Sorry about that, Tharnadol.
I introduced myself. My name is Lynx. I grew up in a humble tent on the shores of
Hey, Shaq.
the White Lake.
Whoa, a tent?
Not far from here, near the once beautiful forest of Feywood.
Oh,
That was a long time ago, before we were driven out by the Sexa. My grandfather would take me on excursions through nearby magical green hills and teach me about plant life and the wondrous properties they possess.
ooh, I like it. It reeks of alchemy. Hey, Gim. Hey, Fire Rain. Hey, everybody. What's
So you
up?
know about the plant life of the Green Hills.
Light and Passion, West, Tollus, Gristle Bristle,
yeah.
thanks for the follow.
I was a child then.
I like hedge magic in this game because you can do different things with it. You can put it in potion form, you can leave it in leaf form, you can make an ointment out of it. I like it. It's really cool. Aberdeen?
Well, I went up to the room, but if you want me to?
Oh,
RP?
yeah. If you
I don't-
want
I
up,
don't
yeah,
usually
go for it.
eat with
We're all in one room. It's a shared
don't-
room.
Yeah, you're all.
Multiple
Yeah,
beds
the
in a
lower
shared room.
class too much.
it's a public room.
I'm snobby, so I
Yeah.
don't socialize with these lower class people down here.
Oh my god. All right, so
Well, I'm
Tram and Lynx, you guys are still down into the tavern, and as long as you guys are down into the tavern, the innkeep keeps bringing them, keeps them coming to you, and he says, "You're racking up, you're racking up quite the tab, lads. I sure hope you're gonna take care of these Vendahls for us, and I hope you're not gonna leave in the morning and leave us hanging with these things."
Oh, never fear. I would never do that.
I hope
One
not.
thing, my word is my bond.
Oi,
We will avenge, dear Shaniqua.
oi,
And
oi.
with that, I turn in too. I
All right.
head upstairs.
Tramadol, I like how you were doing your holding it to your bonds and your hindrances and stuff. So I'm gonna give you a Benny right off the bat. So I'm gonna put you up to 4 bennies for the night now.
Nice.
All right. So the next morning comes. Everybody is awoken by the wooden shutters being flung open by someone outside, slamming the shutters open. I guess they kind of wanted to make sure that you were up by now, I think. so, so everybody gets up. There's not a really, you've definitely had better, but basically like a water gravy and some chunks of meat and some really 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 hard tack biscuits that were probably several days old. But you filled your gullet up, and you guys have the floor. It is the next morning.
Alright, so
Well, my fellow travelers, shall we venture
Whoa.
forth and put an end to these vile Vendahls?
I haven't slept much. I've been ready to go.
Nothing would make me happier.
All right, so you leave the small village. You travel north several miles. Now, Lynx, I want you to give me a notice check. Because I know that you would be scouring the areas looking for some type of herb to add to your bag. So give me a check, and if you get a raise, maybe I might throw something your way. So basically, if you roll an 8.
I'm on a D4. Where do I click that?
You just click on your skills where it says notice. If you don't have notice, then click on smarts. Just a regular smarts skill check. I think notice is connected to smarts, right?
it is, but if you don't
Yes,
have
it
a
is.
skill, it's a -2.
Yeah,
A D4.
I'll take that
Yeah,
off.
I
If you-
have it, but what?
Do you have notice?
Yes.
There you go, attaboy. Yeah, you don't see anything on your way to the cave. All right, so I'm gonna move you guys over to another map. I'm kind of doing this differently. Usually I would make this just massive map, and I want to do something different. So, moving you over to the cave. Now this is basically where you guys are at. You guys are here where the Savage Worlds token is. You're at the base of this cave. Now you can see that the base of this cave, it ascends up at least 50 feet, and it's almost like a vertical ramp. And you see that there is water falling down this 50 feet, and you can also see as you look up you can visually see this smoke that one of the old wise men of the village